Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to show you how to set up River, the Wayland window manager on the Alpine Linux, because someone asked me in the YouTube comments, and I'm going to do it in this video. So let's get started. So I'm going to show you what is going to look like, how it's going to look like. So let's see the VMs and Alpine. So we launch the VM so we can see what these things look like. Okay, the VM sometimes just black out like this, so I'm just going to log in and put the password and launch River. I don't see anything, but just type shit and it launches. So this is River. Let me just leave it the screen to move a little bit. The neo fetch, as you can see, and the window manager is Western or something like that. I don't know why is it saying like that, but anyway. So if I do htop, as you can see, we have River running, and the terminal is foot. Okay. Some C matrix for you. So I'm going to show you from the beginning, I mean installing Alpine and set up River and all of that stuff. So let's just power up this VM. So let me just use here Bird Manager so I can fast forward to this stuff. So local, yes, browse. I have tried this with the latest release of Alpine, but it did not work. I have no mouse or any input with the keyboard, so I am going to use the 3.18 version of Alpine. So you can try it with the latest, see if it works for you. 2 gigs of memory, just spaces, 5 gigs for this VM is enough. So that's Alpine, network is working, so finish. I'm going to use UEFI for this. So I'm booting from CD, remove the tablets, and okay, let's begin the installation. So I'm going to install Alpine very quickly, so you can follow along if you want. Okay, just log in as root and type setup and Alpine. I'm going to choose keyboard layout, which is French for me, French and Azerty. Yeah, I need to delete that. Got the dash. Okay, host name Alpha and Ethernet, DHCP, no. And password. Type a password. I'm going to use UTC none and Q for quit. I'm going to type F to detect the fastest mirror and edit. Okay, that's done. So let's type user name, and just type a name for it, password for it. It says it's too short. None, and open SSH. Choose the disk that you want to install Alpine on it. Mine is VDA, so we're going to use this for system. You can use it for data if you want. It's going to format the disk, so I'm going to ask you if you want to erase any data on the disk. So yes, we want to erase everything and install the system. Okay, now the system is installed, so let's just reboot. Okay, let's go full screen, and we have grub, so it's going to boot. Okay, here you want to log in as root, because the user you set up doesn't have any permissions to install anything or edit any important files. So we're going to edit before even updating the system. Going to edit /etc apk, which is apk, it's the package manager, and repo, and uncomment this line. Okay, we're going to change those lines a bit later, so just apk updates, update dates. Okay, it updated, so let me just install vim, apk add vim. Okay, let me use Vim to edit that. Okay, repos trees. So I'm going to copy the same line, and I'm going to call it testing, because we need that for downloading and installing River. I'm also going to remove this version thing, which is not, and I'm going to use the edge. Okay, type it here also, edge. Okay, so save and quit. Now let's do apk updates. Okay, that's done. So now let's start with the setup. So to setup the vd udev. Okay. So I have the wiki open in the other screen, so that's what I'm looking at. So let's do apk. I'm going to download some packages and install them. So this is just the mesa dash dash this is the mesa driver for the virtual machines. So if you have Intel or AMD, you have to install the appropriate driver. So I'm going to leave the link for the wiki in the description so you can follow along. So I'm going to install, of course, sudo, so we can use sudo with our user, and I'm going to install git and maybe each stop neopatch, of course, and let's install rever, and of course rever dash docs, so we can have the example configuration for rever. So, and of course we can install some fonts, terminus font, and install some icons, of course, icon dash theme, and put, which is the terminal, and font dash, another font. So I think that's maybe it. So let's just hit enter, and I'll come back after this, all of this is installed. Okay, everything is installed, but I forgot a package, so I'm going to do apk add seed d, which is what's going to enable us to run Wayland window manager. You can use, of course, elogin d on other systems, but I think you can use it in Alpine maybe, but in this case I have better experience with seed, so I'm going to use it. So I installed it, so now we have to enable it. So rc update, because this is run it, that's how you enable services. Add seed d, and it's added. So let's give the user some permissions. So editor equals dim vi sudo, so we can have the user run commands as the root. So I think I'm going to edit one more file, which is passwords, to change the default shell to bash. So we can have okay, and I need to install bash, and bash and bash completion. Okay. All right, that's good. So now let's do. Now let's exit out of the root, because we don't want to do this stuff as root. So let's okay, maybe I need to do something else. So let's just not log in as the user. So let's go back to root. So because I forgot to add user to I mean the user, which is sh that I created. So to seat, okay, and non-group, just a seat, not a, and I need to add it to input. Okay, so let's exit our root. So log in as our user, and that's it. Okay, now we need to copy the example config for river. So sudo install -dm07. We're just changing the permissions for this file. 5 and /user share doc river and example init and -t. We're going to put it in the config river config. Yeah, we don't have that directory yet. ls/now. We have that, and that config. We have river again, and as you can see, the init is read, write, and execute. Okay, that's cool. Now we need to set up a runtime directory to be able to run river. So to do that, I'm going to actually clone my .file so I can copy the file, so I don't have to type it out. So git clone that. I'm going to leave everything in the description. So I'm going to be able to copy my because I already configured the river and foot, which is the terminal, and I want to use those configs on this VM. So okay, that cloned. So let me copy .files.profile to my home directory. So let's open that so I can show you what I'm talking about. It's this I mean 5 lines, 6 lines. Okay, we just creating a xdg runtime directory in the /temp. Okay, I'm exporting the runtime directory. Okay, that's all I'm doing here. So now let's open the config river so we can look at the configuration. Okay, of course. So we do have a terminal set, which is foot. You can change it, of course, and to close, and everything is has some comment on top of it, so it can explain everything it's doing. So I'm going to actually replace this file with my own. So let's just copy .files, .config river, and init .config river. Okay. File exists. Okay, let's force it -f. Okay, does not want to copy. Okay, let's remove config river init. Yes, do that. Let's do this command. Let's do sudo because that's okay. cd.config river. Let's just check. Okay, it does not have execute permission, so let's do mod x and the init so we can make it executable, as you can see. Okay, let's copy my foot configuration and okay, if you want to copy the example config for foot, you can just do cp/etc xbg foot and put that in. Okay, so I'm going to copy my own because I made some changes to it. And foot, we want to copy the foot config and okay, sudo. Okay, now let's reboot. So sudo reboot. Let's reboot so we can have everything started. Okay, we are booting. So login as your user and let's start river. And we are good. So where is the mouse? Okay. Super shift enter to open foot. Okay. And let me just cp/r because I changed the font for foot, so I forgot to copy my fonts to here. Let's see -cache. So I'm just refreshing the cache. Close this, open it again, and it's set. Let's open new page. As you can see, well, this is a mystery. Western. Okay, anyway, I'll stop. As you can see, let's fix the resolution. So, and okay, let's fix the resolution. We need to install sudo cpk add render. And for setting up the background image, so WBG, these two programs, that's what I used to with Wayland. So, and config, I think I need sudo for that, river and init. So I have it set on my config, so I'm commenting stuff. So to run something, just river ctl spawn and the thing you want to run. So and comment the background because that's the background color for that is the background for. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So if you want to show wallpaper, so I need to download my wallpapers. Okay, so let's do that. Clone ctp. I need to get that one. Yes. Wall. Okay, well, I'm just downloading some wallpapers so you can have a nice background image. Okay, let's do ls wallpaper, and I'm going to use some different one. Let's use city. Yes, and okay. Okay, now we can restart the system, or actually just exit out of river, which is super shift E, and start river again. As you can see, this is river. Let me just open a terminal, near fetch. As you can see, yeah, the reason for these stuff at the top, it's because the .config directory is has an X, which is execute as root, because we needed to create that directory before we run this install stuff. Anyway, doesn't matter, you can create it after. Okay, we can change the permissions for it anyway. Okay, all right, that's CMatrix. Did I install this one? Yeah, did not. Okay, and CMatrix. Let's install it. So, yeah, you can install, of course, a browser. I forgot to install that, so you can install it on your own. Okay, this is it for I think this video. So if you have any questions, just put them in the comment section so I can answer them later. Okay, thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.